take a look at the subject. I'm here to share with you why I'm disgusted. Stupidity, lack of maturity we show, disrespect, and sex in public. This will be the topic of discussion. Sex isn't evil for marriage, that's why God made it. He created women for men, don't get me wrong, there's a term called dating. I bet a lot of you are complaining. This right here never gets old, never outdated. Many of us do things for recreation instead of realizing God's work is very creation. We as individuals don't have enough guts to strive and accelerate towards ambition, no determination, an uncivilized nation, world of separation, college teens who are in competition, blacks against whites, human races. Ignorance takes place when we're wasted. It's hit and quit, baby, should let me taste it. Here's something logic. Open up a book and start a positive project. Here's my question. I want to pop off the seal. Most of your people are sick whose hearts need to be healed and filled. Spoken reasons. It's time for the truth to be unleashed. Let it be revealed. When bruises go away, is she totally healed? Her heart has been damaged. It has been unsealed. We take each other's joy. We come around just to steal. Listen up, people. Close the case. Done deal. Things are about to get real. The pain is here to stay. You can see it in our eyes. We're so caught up on what others think of us, we're full of pride. If we call it fun recreation, why did it ruin her life? If it was really meant to be, why didn't you ask her to be your wife? Spoken reasons. You don't just have sex with the body, you take a female soul. Something that was created in God's image and made to be whole. You used me. You came into my life and wrecked my home. Now I have to sit here and contemplate all alone. How you left me in the cold outside on my own. When I needed you, where were you? Nowhere to be found, you were gone. My question for you, why should I continue to be strong? Why should I continue to hold on? The more I fight, the more you prolong. When you think you're right, you're actually wrong. Spoken reasons. People, no premarital loving. You told me I was something, but made me out to be nothing. It's my time, I'm overcoming. You like what you saw, you stay blushing, but when you get around your friends, you change and stay frontin'. It's not about being famous, no babies in the oven. Men, stay pure until you become a husband. Spoken reasons. God made me an intellectual female, an artistic human being whose thoughts and visions are beyond beaming. A phenomenal young lady with the mindset of ambitious dreaming. A girl who has been blessed with the voice of speaking. Nothing I do or say will keep others or myself from achieving. I'm profound. This wasn't always me. How you know me now? I wasn't always the poet Bree. I can guarantee. Going back in the past, I couldn't even last. I don't want to step foot towards who I used to be. With my eyes, I look to see. With my heart, I open up and believe. God's holy word I intake and let it be something I receive. Spoken reasons. Every excuse. Growing up, I never learned how to treat a lady. But for me, I could say it was ditch the family, skip the baby. I know I'm beautiful. Why did my uncle have to rape me? I don't say this to get sympathy. I say it to be real. According to research, half of you know how it feels. Spoken reasons. I let the TV show me what the music already told me. No doubt the field would mold me. The devil sold me, which is why my life dissolved. I tried to paint a picture to get an image. Things still wasn't solved. Because our issues never get resolved. You only step up to the plate when you're involved. Spoken reasons. Girl, you love me. You love me for the wrong reasons. You're street smart, not book. You didn't even ask if I had diseases. You love me because I'm dark-skinned. You love me because I'm black. First thing you looked at was size and said, I'm glad you're not fat. Your logic sense is where you slack. Life is a privilege, not a game. Love is everything, never be ashamed. Running around the city, going to and from, trying to win a metal plaque. When your question should be, what's your goal for the future? Where's your backpack? If I ask you to check out a receipt, point out the tax, could you ever reply, or are you just too relaxed? Spoken reasons. I'm here to tell you, the blind leads the blind, but it takes a strong leader to get out of the line and be wise. To have that open heart and that open mind. We need one of a kind, who's willing to hold up a sign to say Jesus died just for me. Hold up, I'm not even trying to rhyme, just trying to put those in place who may have fallen out the line. We as people are not focused on our grind. Sooner or later we're gonna run out of time. Spoken reasons. Just one text. It's all about who's next. People's lives are revolved around lusting folks taking sex. I must confess, your mind is possessed. We try to make up for the hurt, but we only settle for less. Know the truth. Life is a test. The bigger the nest, the more of a mess. For me, I could say, God looks at me, he sees the best. I'm not here to fit in and be like the rest. One less lonely girl and one cruel, violent world. One full world of stress. This is an issue I'm here to address. This is spoken word. Enough is enough. I'm here to tell you, a condom doesn't replace sin, it doesn't cover it up. Those who say life is rough, is the decision for you to lay down with a woman, a man tough, or is the motto love and trust, forever we must. Spoken reasons. My brothers and sisters, most of you people say, I know a father I don't want to be. However, your actions are being shown differently. We say we're pro at life, but build of frustration and full of strife. We let our problems become a part of who we are. Insanity, irresponsibly, intolerably. This is spoken word. Don't desire a girl by her looks because she's hot. I want you to know, our bodies make promises whether we do or not. This is not the plot. Only here in America are we known for taking the possession of others and quick to hit the spot. Only here in America are we known for our disrespect simply by being told, no you may not. Only here in America. This is spoken word. Dudes who pressure girls even when they say stop it. Men who continuously bring up sex as a daily topic. Perverts whose minds are catastrophic. Crackheads, dope fiends, narcotics, thugs, psychotic. I must see if you're about talk or actions. Is your words legit? Come on, baby. It's time for you to admit. You're not a man, you're just a boy that can shave and put on a good cover. You got one girl's attention, so now it's time to be discovered. Rehab undercover. My brothers and sisters, it takes two to build a fundamental structure. But is your soul big enough to be my beneficial lover? If you can't respect her when she says no, you certainly don't love her. Start studying her heart, stop studying her booty, or maybe invest the same amount of time in her as you do Call of Duty. What makes you think you can get a girl all of a sudden and get naughty? You should touch her heart and mind first before you ever touch her body. She longs to be accepted. She longs to be loved. So she give herself up to another guy's lust. She thinks it feels good at first, but then she gets bitter because the promise of satisfaction never delivers. I don't want to, but it's just too tempting. So as she opens up the present, she finds it to be empty. And then she starts to get confused. She continues to get rejected by all of these dudes. On a scale from 1 to 10, she's not a 1, but she's a 2. But no, just wait a minute. No, it's not true. If she only knew that Jesus, he loves and accepts us, even when we don't want him. He'll never reject us. He heals us from that sin that totally infects us. He does what condoms can't. He emotionally protects us. Some of you that hear this, I know you may want to indict me, but we got to think rightly, so I ask politely. Can you even say this is even true? Slightly. I mean, we sin, touch a forbidden fruit, failing to realize it's poison ivy. Now we're numb. Now to face a distorted psyche. You don't think, you just do it, like your name is Nike. Not realizing the consequences of your actions are oh so pricey. This last message is for those who think they're just so dirty. This story is for those who think they're unworthy. John chapter 8, the woman caught in adultery. Religious leaders threw her naked in the temple while she yells, "Don't murder me." They say, Jesus, the law commands us to stone this woman, and you hear the hate in their tone. Jesus pauses it and says, covers without sin, you can cast the first stone. I mean, can you imagine a sound silence all around? You hear footsteps walk away, you hear stones hit the ground. Then Jesus kneels down. The woman thought it was her demise. He lifts up her face. You see the grace in his eyes. He says, I don't condemn you. Go and sin no more. I love you. I accept you. Mercy is yours. But if you're anything like me, the unique poor breed that couldn't be, why would he ever die for me? Then I saw a scene where I was redeemed. He reached out to me to say, Bree, you're free. Instantly, I was wearing the brightest robe I've ever seen. I was perfectly spotless. In fact, I was clean. So bright, in fact, I thought I'd go blind. I said, who is this? Jesus told me it was mine. People of God, think twice before you eat what society feeds us. Come follow the King. His name is Jesus. I'm out. Make sure you be about that positive life. Be blessed.